What's up?
Can you hear me?
Teckn9ne!
Yo!
Hi.
What's
Yo,
up?
man.
What's up? Can you hear us?
Bro!
Dadah.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
We did
How's it
it.
going,
We did
bro?
it. Perfect.
Originally, I was supposed to have a meeting with one of my artists, Gadamus, you know what I mean, from Crew at 3 o'clock, but he canceled, so I'm like, perfect. You
Perfect
know?
timing. Yeah, thank you, because we also got a little delayed. So it worked out perfectly on our side, too.
Yes.
Good to
I'm
see you, Tech.
Taking off my shoes, sorry and shit.
Good to see you. Good to see you, OG. Good to see
Come
you.
on in. Come on in.
Man,
Sit down.
so good to see
Relax.
you, man. I mean,
Thank you, man.
fucking
I
fans.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate
Oh, man. I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. You
All day.
OG,
Shall I
man.
make introductions? Teckn9ne, Reza Pishro,
Yeah.
Teckn9ne,
This
Yes,
is
sir.
and of
Yeah,
course
this
we have
the reason.
Yas,
This the reason, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
the one and
Yes,
only.
sir.
We about to make the fans say Posh Mom Rip.
What's my man?
Posh Mom, you know what I'm saying?
You even know what that means? I may have to. He's asking how much Farsi.
I only know what Yas taught me. He taught me a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta teach me more so I can stay in my verse. I need to say some shit in my verse to fuck everybody up.
Yeah.
You already messed everybody up the first time around. Everyone was freaking out.
And we didn't
For the
have
first time.
enough time to learn Farsi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I want to learn more so when I come there, because I'm gonna come there, I want to be able to communicate, you know? So is anything put together to where do the guys know what kind of beat they want? You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they send it to me, I'm on it. You know what I mean? So what do y'all think?
That's actually exactly what the call was. We're just gonna have a really quick call just to introduce Reza to you and reconnect again with Yas and just have a conversation and give everyone a chance to know that it is happening, because a lot of people still don't believe that the three of you are getting together and that you guys are going to work again together. So it's that, and it's also an intro. And I think I want to, for the fans to kind of, if it's okay with you guys, for everyone to kind of get involved from the beginning, from the A to Z on the project. So we get to from the very beginning when everyone's meeting each other to when you guys are recording it. I'll get some snippets from you guys whenever you're recording as it's getting ready. So I mean, they're just following. I mean, they've already been like, you know, inboxing me to death about when it's coming out and what it's about. So I figured we'll talk a little bit about it and just kind of keep everyone in the loop until it's released.
I'm all the way with it. My followers went up like 100,000 more, man, since I posted that about me, Pishro, and Yas. You know?
Yeah.
They love you. They love you, Tech.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'll teach you another word. Pachambala.
Yes.
Pachambala.
Pachambala means the flag is raised up high. So when you have all those Iranians in your in your feed coming after you, when everyone says that you're working on something new, they say Pachambala, means that our flag is up. That means things are moving forward.
Pachambala.
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 Eyval. Eyval هم باید بدونه. Eyval.
Okay, Eyval. I got it.
خواستم بگم که وارد عصر جدید که شدیم، به نظرم چون من اصلا کلا دوست دارم که بشر بدونه که با چی طرفه. یعنی قراره اصلا من داشتم به یاسر میگفتم که دیگه پدر بزرگای ما، مادرای ما شبیهشون نیست. ما داشتیم با تکنولوژی آشنا میشدیم.
He's saying that he was just basically saying that, that we're getting ready to the new era now and that everything has changed right now. So, that he was also having a conversation with Yas and just talking about how, how things have changed between the times of their grandmothers and grandfathers. And, we're in a whole new era. So we're looking forward to moving on to this new era and kind of, I guess what he's trying to say is moving in with some new energy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all about new energy because I guess we're the leaders of the new school. You know what I mean? We're the leaders of the new school to teach people to feel differently. You know what I'm saying? Or to think differently. As a like speaking about like racism or or just hatred, period. It's just about love. So spreading love and not hatred. You know what I'm saying? It's about that. That's the new way, because the old way is all about separation and
division, hatred.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How I'm curious, how did your last collaboration with Yas, how did that, how did that affect you, your fans? I mean, we read some of the great feedback that we had. I mean, we know that our side, the Iranians were just going crazy and they're happy with it. But what was your experience with this last collaboration that we did between, we call it East and West, between Iran and US?
You'd be surprised how many people on the road asked me while I was on tour, why don't you do the Sound of Unity? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you do the Sound of Unity? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you perform that sound? I said, I need Yas to do it. I just can't do it by myself. You know what I mean? There's so many people ask me. A lot of my fans love the song. So I was on tour for so long. And a lot of people from out there would be at my shows like, are you going to do Sound of Unity tonight? I'm like, no, I don't have Yas.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So a lot of my fans love the song, actually, and love the video as well, Whatever we do next got to be so powerful that it affects the whole world, man.
So what is your plan? I guess this is kind of the start of the collaboration. I was going to ask the three of you guys, a lot of the people, and I have some, if you guys have a few minutes later on, I have some questions from some of the fans for you guys that just for fun, maybe I'll throw at you for a bit. But also the main question has been, what is, they're referring to it because we don't know the name yet. They're referring it to Sound of Unity Part 2, but whatever the name is or whatever the project is, everyone's asking, what's the plan? What's the message? What is this collaboration going to be about for each of you?
Well, the thing I think it should be, we did the Sound of Unity already. So I think it should be something even more powerful. You know what I mean? Like, we got to figure out where the beat is going to come from. Like, if y'all want it to come from my side, I can go through beats and like send them back and forth. Like, what you think about this one? What you think about this one? Or you guys can send me something that you think that might do it as well. You know what I mean? So I'm open to either way, because I got some new producers now and they've been sending me like hella beats, So if they have an idea for a beat, I'll take that as well. You know what I mean? But if nobody has an idea or a producer that they have in mind, I do,
Perfect. That's good to know. I know that when I spoke to Yas about it in the beginning of this second possible collaboration, when we're talking, because of the Farsi language and because of the flow and I guess the rhythms and the language itself, and because of kind of like how you guys did it the last time around, where he had he put the music together and then he just presented it to you and then you guys just kind of set up your own verses. I was wondering if that's something that maybe works out again, but that's really up to you guys.
Man, I love old school. یاس تو نظری نداری؟ من دوستم اولد سکول باشه.
من که اصلا پایه جمعم. من اول از همه خب خیلی اصلا خوشحالم که میدونی بعد از مدت ها دارم با رضا که ما هر روز با هم دیگه در ارتباطیم صحبت می‌کنیم. بعد از مدت ها با تکن‌نه در واقع این صحبت رو داریم. ترک قبل در واقع همون جوری که خود تکن9ne هم گفت دیگه انجام شده آردی. آهنگ ساوند آف یونیتی دیگه انجام شده. الان و بریم سراغ یک پراجکت جدیدی، شاید مثلا یه ذره عمیق‌تر از اون ترک. اون ترک یه پایه‌ای بود برای اینکه ما بخوایم یه در واقع اون اتحاده رو نشون بدیم که اصلا ما داریم این کار رو بکنیم. حالا میتونیم روی اون پایه یه سری حرفای جدید و میدونی یه کارهای جدیدی رو انجام بدیم.
Totally. I'm with that. That's what I think.
I agree.
Needs to keep going up and even more powerful,
داشتیم با هم دیگه ایده پردازی می‌کردیم. رضا داشت در مورد جهان بعد از کرونا صحبت می‌کرد.
Yeah. Totally. It's kind of like I kind of see it like Demolition Man, like the people from the underground that don't want to obey what the government is trying to put onto them, become the outcast, and we got to steal food and do things like that and keep our people safe, you know what I'm saying, through love, you know what I mean? It's got to be something strong and against evil,
Exactly.
اینجا به نظر من بهتره که میدونی از یعنی به زبان خودت آروم آروم اینو توضیح بدی، چون قصه جالبیه که ایشون هم بشنوه.
یه جایی که کردا هم بودن، اما اون جایی که ما اومدیم مرز ماکو اومدیم دو بایزید.
Basically had to leave Iran, basically start all over again here.
Wow.
I'm coming to here, everything is zero.
You got the people behind it.
I believe it.
Yeah, it sounds like my quest as an independent artist, starting from zero and becoming the #1 independent rapper in the world, you know?
That's right. People have asked me, it's interesting because I had some questions put aside, but this actually brings it up, that a lot of people keep saying, I don't have any money, or I don't have any sponsors, I don't have any backing, you know, I don't know where to get started. And, you know, they think that the only way to move forward is through being signed under a huge record company with like huge money behind them. So, you know, this is a good opportunity for you guys because all three of you are independently successful in your own worlds. And you've actually proven you know, the #1 independent artist in the world, you know, in hip hop, and Yas, you know, from I remember, you know, obviously together from day one, having worked on the music, really no support, no financial background, no sponsors, nothing. And a lot of people say, you know, well, you know, give us a hand or do something because we have nothing. And I say, listen, that's it all. That's how it started for so many people.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier for the youngsters nowadays because social media has it to where you don't need the big label or the big distribution companies, you know what I'm saying? Because you can do everything yourself, you know, the power is in the people, you know what I mean? So once you get it to the people, everything else will come. And that's what happened with me. They didn't accept me with the spiked red hair and, you know what I mean, the painted face and all that kind of shit, man. So we wasn't about to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have people play our records. It just so happened that we got on stages everywhere and, you know, just spreaded our name all over. And it just started spreading like word of mouth. You know what I mean? So the power is in the people. That's what I would tell the youngsters now that want to know how they get started and don't have the money. The power is in your hand, in your phone. You know what I mean? You know, you can do so much with SoundCloud. You can do so much with YouTube. You can do so much on Instagram and Facebook. It's so crazy now. So it's so much easier than when I started. You know what I mean?
And you have the power in your own hands.
Yes.
Did you want that? Did you initially go after the big labels? Did you want all of that in the beginning, or did you know from the very beginning that this is what I want to do on my own, my own way?
No, I thought when I first started out, I thought I wanted the big label, and so the big label held me back 3 times. And after the 3rd time, strange music. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it no more. So yeah, I started out thinking that, you know, I signed with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis in '93. That's the people who do Janet Jackson's music. I signed with Quincy Jones in '97. He does Michael Jackson's music. Then I signed with J-Core Interscope in '99. You know what I'm saying?
The small stuff, the small names.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I had 3 major record deals, you know what I'm saying, that went sour. And I had to show them how to do the black guy with the spiked hair and the painted face and the bishop's robe. I had to show them how to do it. Strange music, man. So, you know, yeah, I did think that the major way was the way to go. I did, but now I see different, you know.
That's also the same thing that the experience. I was going to ask also from Reza and from Yas, the same thing. But before that, I have to give a shout out to your partner, Travis, your manager / partner, because you've been with him what, 20, 21 years now.
20 years now. 20 years, man. You know, I couldn't have done this without him.
So you had yourself a great partner, and I have such a special place in my heart for Travis, because the last collaboration and all of us standing here today right now talking wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Travis. And I'll never forget that was that conversation when I had sitting on the grass, listening to each other and just talking and saying why this is important, and he was listening, and so many people, you know, under normal circumstances, the first thing they think of, the first place they go to is no, you know. But then he's an extension of who you are. And when we started having the conversation and everyone was just saying it was a perfect fit, I talked to Yas, I talked to you and Travis, and everybody said yes. And if it wasn't for that initial contact, him repping you, and being open to this discussion, none of us would have been here right now talking.
Totally. So big ups to Travis,
So
for sure.
give him my love and give him my hello. And
I will,
hopefully
man.
we'll see him soon again, for sure.
I will,
And what
man.
about you? پیامتون چیه برای این بچه‌هایی که همش این سوالو دارن؟
نظر من، چون ببین من تو این راه فقط دووم آوردم. این حرفیه که راکی توی سریال راکی به پسرش میزنه، میگه این دنیا اینی که فقط مشت بخوری و بلند شی. خب منم این فرمول رو حالا یه جوری به نوع خودم رعایت کردم و جلو اومدم و خب
Totally. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard when you do it yourself, man, you know, because we got knocked down so many times, man. It just, we get knocked down, but we get up again, you know.
به نظر من همینطوریه، این مقاومت هست. حالا عشق دادن که سر جای خودش، عشق ما به خاطر عشق آفریده شدیم، مثلا کل جهان عشقه. به نظر من پرورش عشق باعث میشه که تو دووم بیاری، اینی که تو نور رو تو درونت روشن نگه میداری. ما درونمون باید روشن باشه. یعنی خب من چون هندوستان که بودم، اون عارفا میگفتن برو داخل، چرا انقدر میری بیرون، بیا تو، میدونی، و با خودشناسی دیگه. و به نظر من خودشناسی و عشقه.
Same.
Same. Respect, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
یاسر how about you?
یاسر
حرفم اینه که میدونید در واقع به خاطر اینکه بعد از این همه سالی که در واقع تو این کار پیش رفتیم، استارت ما هم استارتی بود که در واقع توی اون دوره هم اینترنت نبود. یعنی ما میدونی فکر کنم رضا هم همینجوری بوده، یعنی ما دست تو دست بیامونو می‌کردیم. اینفرارد آره. و امروز خدا رو شکر که میدونیم بالاخره تونستیم، میدونیم به کمک اینترنت و کمک حالا خدمات‌هایی که خب در واقع توی تکنولوژی هست، میدونی تونستیم از اونها هم استفاده بکنیم که اصلا همین که ما داریم الان 4 نفر با هم دیگه صحبت میکنیم، میدونی همینشو با هم مدیون باشیم به تکنولوژی و اینترنت. و میدونی و خوبیش هم اینه که ما داریم از اون ساید مثبتش استفاده میکنیم تو دوره‌ای که خب همین اینترنت الان یه فضایی شده برای اینکه بخواد تاریکی رو بیشتر وایرال کنه. میدونی چی میگم؟ و همین من میخوام بگم که اتفاقا امروز روزیه که الان یعنی شاید خیلی وقت پیشا باید مثلا میدونی یه سری اتفاقا، یه سری فیت‌ها، یه سری همکاری‌ها اتفاق میافتاد. و من اگه یادت باشه تو همون ترکی هم که با تک9 داشتیم گفتم که صدای من شده بلندتر. تو ما اگه داریم این کار رو انجام میدیم قراره که یک صدای خیلی بلندتری رو درست بکنیم، یک میدونی یک مسیج خیلی بزرگتری رو بخوایم در واقع به گوش شنونده برسونیم.
بله فکر کنم ندا جان صدا رو داری؟ ندا فکر کنم قطع شد.
Did we lose
What's up, Teckn9ne?
What's up, brother? So Yaz, man, what you think about the beat, man? What you think? Where you think we're gonna get the beat from? You want me to try to look for some shit, or you guys got something in mind? What you think?
Maybe we can work with my producer because he's really good.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
let's do
depends
that.
on you.
Yes,
it's not just my word.
But,
you know what I mean?
See, you guys know what the people want out there, though. You know what I'm saying? So you have an idea of what power is out there and how it affects people. So I trust you. I think this next one that we do is got to be louder and meaner. You know what I'm saying? Even though the message will probably be about power and love, I want it to be. I hear it being. I hear it being like a Farsi title, like whatever word it is, like one word, and it's a title that means like powerful or something. You know what I'm saying? Together, you know. I just don't know what the Farsi word would be. That's what I picture the next song being.
خودم بیتای تو تیپ خودت میدونی بیت سلو باشه، نرم باشه، لایت، بیت لایت، یعنی میگم بیت چیز باشه، خیلی دریم باشه، از اون ور ما چیز باشیم، خیلی fast or so fast and so hard.
Okay, hi, sorry about that.
Yeah, so what I was saying was when you disappeared on the last one, Yas was saying that he had 4 to 5 beats that he had sitting to the side for us to choose from. So I told him, send those to Netta. Netta will send them to me. I'll send you my email, and then I'll go through them and correspond with you so you can see if they agree. If both of them agree with the one I choose, or Yas might like another one instead, you know, we can work around it. You know what I mean? But I guess the first move is to get those 4 to 5 beats to you and to me, you know?
Perfect.
Let's go.
So we are ready. Now, do you guys mind if I ask a few questions? Because the fans, I know that they had a bunch of questions from you guys, and they had so many questions from Yas or from Reza or for Tech, but there's a few questions in there that is for, you know, that can relate to all of you. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna hit you with them. A couple of them are pretty funny. So one of them was, Tech, this is for you. They want to know, what is your, when you first listened to Persian hip hop, what was your first thought listening to, you know, that different language, your thoughts on Persian rap?
Well, my mom married a Muslim when I was 12. So from 12 to 17, I studied Islam and a lot of the language, you know what I mean? So, you know, by the time I heard Farsi, you know, I was already prepared, you know what I mean? And the way that Yas spit it, it was so beautiful that, you know, it was expected, you know what I mean, from somebody with that kind of skill like Yas, you know what I mean? So I wasn't a stranger to different languages, but I was a stranger to Farsi. But it sounds so beautiful, so I want to learn more, you know what I mean? So I could say more in the song.
Did it matter when you first heard Yas and his music? Did it matter that you didn't understand the language, or were you just listening to the flow? You're listening.
No, the flow was so tight and so perfect that it sounded wonderful, you know, and it wasn't mumbling. It wasn't mumbling. I knew he was talking about something strong, and when he explained it to me, I'm like, I knew it. I knew it was strong.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, perfect. So that was one. Thank you. All right. So everyone's also asking this: is there going to be a music video somehow? Even though everyone's from 3 different areas and different countries, is it possible to do a music video? Is that even a thought? Is that a chance, or you're just going to work on the music first, see what happens? So what are your thoughts?
I feel like we should start with the music, but a video is almost a must. You know what I'm saying? We have to find a way. If COVID doesn't allow us to do it, we have to find a way that we can do a cohesive video that fits this kind of format. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We have to do some kind of visual. That's all I know.
And you agree, Yas, Pishro, Reza?
منم نظرم اینه که بالاخره اگه بخواد موزیک ویدیو بشه باید آنلاین این اتفاق بیفته دیگه. میدونی چی میگم؟
Yeah, people are doing it like that nowadays, though. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it like
that. الان دیگه این روزا همه دارن اینجوری کار میکنن، زیاد پس مشکلی نیست.
The music has to be first, not the moves without the music. So
exactly.
So Yas is gonna with the beats, and after the beats are sent, you know, we'll get to choosing and get to writing. You know what I mean? And see if we can come up with something cohesive and powerful together. Man, I know we can.
Exactly. And sometimes it takes a little, you know, sometimes it takes a little time. Sometimes it happens immediately. It depends on the energy and what you guys are, you know, working on, what you're saying.
Exactly. So I'm in the midst of doing an album right now. I'm working on Asinine, my new album Asinine. So while I'm writing Asinine, it'd be the perfect time for me to be in the mode to write other things.
So the question is that in case you were working and if it couldn't provide a living for you, if it didn't make, you know, if rap music or your, you know, your talent wasn't able to provide it as a business for you, would you still continue it? Would you still be doing it as you are now?
He asked me, would I still do music?
Yeah. In other words, even if it wasn't a business for you, if it wasn't going to be a source of income, if you couldn't make a living doing what you love and what you're doing, would you still continue? Because, you know, a lot of places, for instance, like in Iran, it's hard to make a living out of it. I mean, people are crying. And so the question is, would you continue doing it if it wasn't a business, if it wasn't a money-making in business or an industry for you?
I started out making no money and I love music. So before writing music, I was a dancer, pop like a break dancer, b-boy, you know what I'm saying? Pop, pop, pop. So I got music in my veins, in my blood, in my soul. So I was gonna do music no matter what. I had no idea it would make me money or that my weird, strange music would spread all over the world. But I remember probably throughout this whole thing really getting some real money not till 2006, and I started in 85. So, you know.
It took a while. It paid off. It took a while, but it paid off.
Yeah.
Did you know that Yas also was a break dancer?
No, I didn't know that. I think we talked about that because we had on the last time. I think we talked about that.
Did you know that?
خب من با تمام خوبای بریک دنس ردیفیم دیگه، چون خب از قدیم باهاشون بالاخره میدونید با هم دیگه بودیم. اصلا من خودم هم نسل اول بریک دنس ایران.
Oh yeah, that's why I did. I think last year or the year before last, I did a song called "Don't Nobody Want None." Don't Nobody Want None. And it's like an old school breakdance song. You know what I'm saying? I did a video and everything, paying homage to the electro hop and b-boys. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my era. You know.
تو چی رضا تو هم بریک دنس کردی بودی قبلا؟
من رفیقای اینطوری زیاد داشتم، دوست دارم من. خب دیگه
من و تو با هم دیگه میریم یاد بگیریم. I asked him because a lot of my friends did.
با اون ترکی که تک9 خونده بود، همون آهنگی که واسه بریک دنس خونده بود، من خودم یکی دو بار باهاش دو تا حرکت دادم.
Yes.
Me and Reza are gonna learn and we're gonna take you, both of you on. ما دو تا یاد میگیریم، بریم دو تا حالا یاد میدیم.
Don't nobody want none. Don't nobody want none.
It's on. رضا منو ضایع نکن، کمک کن.
نه با من I love that.
من حرفم اینه که در واقع کسانی که الان مثلا منتظر این هستن که بخواد این ترک در واقع ریلیز شه و بشنون، من فکر میکنم که همین صحبتی که الان 4 نفر داریم انجام میدیم یک اتفاق خیلی جذاب و جالبیه که اصلا میدونید رپ تونسته چیکار بکنه که ما رو اینجوری دور هم دیگه جمع بکنه، یه همچین اتفاقایی افتاده. میدونید این خیلی اتفاق باحالیه. این از این و بذارین برسیم به اون در واقع اتفاقه، بذاریم برسیم به اون خروجیه و در نهایتش میدونی اون چیزی که باب میل چند نفر هست، چون واقعا الان ما داریم یه کار 3 نفره انجام میدیم، 3 نفری که از اقصا نقاط دنیا، یعنی من توی ایران، ایشون توی ترکیه و تک9 توی آمریکا. این خیلی کار سختیه و خب یه کسی هم مثل ندا این وسطه که بالاخره میدونی این داستان رو هندل بکنه و این پروژکت رو ما به سرانجام برسونیم. حالا چطور میشه که مثلا 5 تا بیت رو ما بفرستیم، میدونی در واقع هم رضا بخواد از بینش انتخاب بکنه، هم تک9 بخواد از بینش انتخاب بکنه، در نهایتش به اون جای مشترک برسیم، یک مقداری زمان بر خواهد بود و این در واقع ما خواستیم که فقط با این تصویر نشون بدیم که ما دوست داریم که این پروژکت رو انجام بدیم، در شرف انجام هم هست، پیگیرش هم هستیم و در نهایتش امیدواریم که هر موقع که آماده شد و دوستش داشتیم خودمون که بدونی به اون خروجی خوب رسید بخوایم در واقع در اختیار شنونده.
What you said, Netta, you said that you would give them pieces throughout the process of us recording. You know, they'll know once I'm in the studio in the booth give them a piece of what I've done. You know, we'll give them pieces as we work toward the final product. You know.
که همه رضا همه بتونن توی این قسمت مثلا حتی اون قسمتی که دارین آهنگو می‌نویسین شاید این قسمتاشو لایو با هم دیگه صحبت بکنیم، بچه‌ها واقعا از همون مرحله اول تا آخر با شماها باشن که بتونن ببینن. چون عالم بچه‌ها سوال دارن.
میگم که بچه‌هایی که هستن اینجا داکیومنتری بگیرن از این پروژه، هر جاش لازم شد استفاده کنید.
They're asking if you're going to speak Farsi in this song as well.
I'm going to try. پرچم بالا.
ما خیلی خوشم پرچم بالا. ما خیلی خوشحال میشیم. آره ما حضور تک9 رو اگه میدونی در واقع تو زبان فارسی داشته باشیم که خیلی برای ما خیلی جذابه دیگه.
So پرچم بالا means the flag is up.
Yeah.
پرچم means flag, بالا means up. So flag up, kind of like, you know, like heads up, flag up, like, you know.
Throw your motherfucking flags up, nigga. Why can't the song be Parashambala? Why can't it be called that?
Oh, because it's آهنگ بزنیم پرچم بالا.
پرچم بالا، چرا که نه؟ چرا که نه؟
Why not?
Throw your
We're saying
fucking
why
flags
not?
up, motherfucking Parashambala. You know what I'm saying?
Parashambala.
We may have a name.
I'm saying though, why not? I want it to be a Farsi title. You know what I'm saying?
میگه دوست داشتم یه تایتلش هم فارسی باشه. جالبه ها پرچم
اتفاقا
بالا.
میدونی چیه؟ ببین نگاه کن، کلمه پرچم بالا خب یه تیکه است که بابه، معموله بین مثلا جوانای ما معموله، ولی یعنی در واقع به عنوان یه کانسپت اگه بخوایم انتخابش بکنیم اوکیه، در صورتی که مثلا یه جورایی بگیم ما اولین کلمه‌ای که توی این کانورسیشن ازش استفاده کردیم که به زبان فارسی ایشون بخواد صحبت بکنه کلمه پرچم بالاست. یعنی میتونیم به این عنوان اسم مثلا یعنی در واقع از این کانسپت استفاده بکنیم.
I get it.
So maybe
you never know. If the beat says
به نظر من آروم پیش بریم. من فکر میکنم که میرسیم.
من به یاسر گفته بودم که ما باید روی فرکانس بیت یه مقدار اونجا تصمیم بگیریم. من نظرم این بود، کلیت نظرم میشه، چون خود بیت با من حرف میزنه، خودم شخصا، خب، و بیت خیلی با آدم بیشتر خط میده، میگه چی کار کن. حالا با توجه به اینکه ما خودمون از قبل آماده میکنیم واسه کاری.
So I have some other questions, but I'm gonna maybe as the project goes on, I'll throw some questions here and there because some of them are from you, Reza, some of them are for you, Yas or Tech. So, you know, as the project goes on, I'll keep adding on a couple of the questions that people have, cool. And just kind of keep it going for them as well, because that they know that they're being also heard, that their questions are being heard.
Totally.
I'm really happy to do it again with you and with Reza, and and thank you for being, you know what I mean? Because it's really valuable.
Totally, man. I'm with it, man.
من این خیلی لحاظ معنوی خیلی ارزشمنده که بعد از این همه سال دوباره با هم دیگه.
Me as well, man. I'm fucking ready, you know.
And this is the first time these two are singing together. So I mean that's pretty big news in Iran too.
Yes.
For Persian hip hop to have Yas and Reza together, that's big news.
Yes, all day.
So it's going to be, the project's just going to fly off.
من و رضا تا حالا با هم دیگه ترکی نداشتیم.
Yeah, they've never done a work.
This is a
the fans have always been asking these two get together and do a track together, and it's never happened yet. So this is going to be the first time that the two of them are working together. It'll be the first time that the three of you are working together. It's you know, they're just going crazy. They're waiting for it.
Let's fucking go.
عشق هست.
There's love here. There's love. There's lots of love here.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Love, man. Thank you, Netta.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Love y'all.
Teckn9ne.
Much love, brother.
All right.